think that Thailand is a really beautiful country.
It's one of the greatest countries in the world. Thai people are wonderful.
People try to help you in any way that they can.
I like the food, yeah. 2 spoonfuls of chili on everything now, nearly. Dual pricing. Yeah, so essentially a lot of places will charge foreigners more, and the reason supposed to be behind it is because tourists don't pay tax, which I get, but I'm not a tourist, I pay tax, so if I'm paying equal tax, I should not have to pay more just because I'm from a different country.
And you can go and explain this to the place charging you double price.
Well, like if I explain it to somebody charging me double price, you know, they're selling tickets. What are they going to do? You know, they're following the rules. They're doing their job. It's not their fault. But yeah, that's pretty much the one thing that bugs me.
It's a given that the economy of Thailand is not all above board. In Thailand, it's part of day-to-day life. It's everything. Whether it's buying a ticket for something or dealing with immigration or whatever. So there's always something that's under the table a little bit, but that's just a way of life here. And it's a way of life that exists in other countries as well. In Thailand, it's a bit more obvious, that's all. In some other countries, there's a lot of animosity towards foreigners. And here there is some at certain times, and I think if the economy goes bad, there'll be a little bit more animosity for people who have money and those who don't. But as a foreigner, it's just something I have to be aware of and be culturally sensitive. But I think the positives far outweigh the negatives in Thailand. It's a great country. You should be proud to be Thai.
Sometimes it can be hard when you come from like a Western world to really understand why things get done a certain way in Thailand.
Like what?
So paperwork, at home it would be much more efficient, much quicker, like maybe 1 piece of paper. In Thailand it's like 100 pieces of paper, lots of stamps, you have to go to different people for different things. And also things like bribery and corruption that you just kind of encounter. Like if you have money, things get done faster for you. Or you don't have to do it the right way. There's corruption in my country, there's corruption in every country, but I feel like in Thailand it's like this well-known thing, but nothing ever gets done about it. And it's just kind of like,
I come from Africa, so it's really difficult to explain. We don't have an uncorrupt government. I think everywhere you go in Africa it's really bad. To come here and see the way things are run, it's very similar, if I can say that. The crime is better, a lot less crime, a lot less violence, but the way the bribery is still here. Still a lot of bribery, especially on the roads, with policemen everywhere. So I think what you need to do is find a government that is not corrupt, and that's the difficult part. Or find a political party that is willing to stand up against the rest.
I guess I'm used to a high level of freedom of speech in my home country, and I feel that here it's difficult to criticize anyone who is senior to you. So even in your workplace, it's not normal for Thai people to criticize their elders or their seniors, even to the government. And for me, I think that's not a good thing because that's how you can improve yourself or as a country. So yeah, I find that kind of strange. I really respect the younger generation in Thailand at the moment because I think that they are quite brave, like fighting to change some of the systems in the country. So just keep fighting and everything will get better.
The younger generations are trying to
change things, yeah.
Well, it's not a one-day job.
No. It takes. As I always say, like the UK was never the way it is now. It used to be the same. Like the rich were here, the poor people were here, and no one ever changed. There was no fairness, no equality. It takes decades of change, like small changes, and you just have to keep up the fight, and then hopefully for future generations they'll live in a more equal and democratic society.
No country stays the same forever. No country ever has, and I don't think any country ever will. But hopefully, if change does happen, it happens in a good direction. because this is a very wonderful place. I personally want the best for Thailand. It's a great place, a lot of good people here, but it's not up to me to make the decision. It's up to you guys. So
Young people now are very brave. I think the ones who are protesting and things, I think they're very brave and standing up for what they believe in. I'm happy for them, and I hope they're allowed to keep doing it and that they're not arrested or have to like leave Thailand for any reason. Like I hope that the government actually listens to them, not just for the better for the students, but for the better of everyone in Thailand.